Hello everybody, it's Red Fox Clips. Today we have a garden update and harvest. I haven't posted in over a month on YouTube just because I was enjoying the summer, but now that the garden is starting to produce a lot and it is August now, I should be posting more regularly, but it just depends on if I have content lined up or not. So let's just get started. We're starting off here in the small tomato section. So we have cherry tomatoes over here and grape tomatoes. Let's start with grape tomatoes. So we don't have a whole lot right now, but we did get a lot that grew. So that's great. They taste pretty basic for a tomato. But let's just look up here at the sheer amount of tomatoes that are being produced. It's absolutely insane. More up here, and the vine just goes all the way over here and to the sun-gold cherry tomatoes. These are supposed to be the best cherry tomatoes. They're my favorite that we have, which is we only have 3 small tomatoes, but they are really good. These are yellow, so they have less acidity. So these produce a lot as well. They're kind of small, but I mean, they're not bad. Lots and lots that we've already picked. I'm not going to be picking any cherry tomatoes. I don't know if I'm going to be picking any tomatoes. However, I just wanted to show you how good they're doing. So these, I got them labeled just as yellow cherries. These are quite big, so that's great for the amount of produce we get. And they're quite pretty on the vine. The only issue I'm having, these like parts, they keep turning brown and dying. I'm not sure what that's about, but it's not affecting the fruit itself, so it doesn't really matter. But let's move on to the big tomatoes. We have just some, like, I don't remember if this is beefsteak or big beef, one of the two, but we already got one of those. These ones, they're just growing. Now over here, this plant's not doing the best. It's the disease resistance, not very good, but we do have a tomato there. Now these plants are actually tiny, so I'm not sure what that's about, but they're producing a lot of tomatoes, so we'll see how they taste. We got some that are almost ripe here. This one's almost there. Moving on over here, these tomatoes are absolutely gorgeous. I don't know, I'm guessing they turn red. I'm not 100% sure, but just look at that. That's actually really pretty. So the disease resistance is horrible. I have a lot of leaves that are browning up and dying, but the tomatoes themselves are doing fine. So as long as the tomatoes are doing fine, that's all that matters. And these are just a mix of tomatoes. I'm not sure what they are. Some are producing more than others. These look to be Romas, but they're not turning yet, so we'll see. These, lots of produce. This is the first to actually start growing tomatoes that are big tomatoes. And looks like they're almost ready, so we may or may not pick those later. The disease resistance is okay at best. I'm not sure though. Then more tomatoes that are just growing. So let's move on to peppers. And I do not press the pause button anymore, because last time I did that, half the footage got deleted because apparently I forgot to press unpause. Bell peppers doing great. So we have some red bell peppers that are starting to turn. This one only has one, but it's turning. This one has a bunch, and it has one that's turning chocolatey color. These 4 are red. And these 4 right here are yellow. And sorry if it's a little loud. That is like really loud. And we have yellow tomatoes turning. However, there's a hole in there, so I'm a little worried. I'm gonna let it grow though. And then here we have cayenne peppers. This plant's doing the worst, and it's not doing bad. So we have a bunch of plants. 4, actually, that's not a bunch. But we have a few plants. They're really pretty, and they've been producing quite a bit. I'm not mad. Next up, we have Goliath jalapenos. We have that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and 2 back there are Goliath jalapenos. And they're just jalapenos that are really big. I haven't got any harvests from those ones yet. However, I have got harvests from the regular jalapenos. And they're doing really good. Not much to show off though. So that's fine. But we have this absolutely huge melon plant. I think it's actually 3 melon plants. Or 2 in here, 1 right there. But I'm just gonna show off this plant. It's doing really good. So first off, we have 1 right there. We have this huge one right here. It's not that big. It's not the size of a store-bought one yet. Actually, it might. I'm not sure. That shut off, so I don't have to be as loud. But yeah, it's doing pretty big. So I have this bag I cut so that I can hold it so that it doesn't fall, because when they're ripe, they just straight up fall off the vine. And lastly, we have this little one, which is the newest one, but it's still good. It's quite interesting. They have that like pattern at the bottom when they're really little, but it doesn't spread until they start getting bigger. But that's fine. It's doing really good. This tomato plant we have right here, it's in full sun, but it's not doing bad. Then we have zucchini plants. We have some harvest today for this one. This is quite big. It's about 8 inches. So we'll definitely get that one. This zucchini plant. This one's not quite ready, in my personal opinion, because I want them to be a little bigger than 6 inches, which is what they say is the most tender. But I don't want it to be much bigger than that, so 8 inches is around how much I want it to be. This is a really great cucumber plant. It started off doing really bad, but it picked up the pace. It's doing really good now. And I got a cucumber off here that was 15 inches, so over a foot long. And they're pretty good. And lastly, white cucumbers. As the name suggests, they're just white. They're not supposed to get real big, but I'm gonna pick some today. We have this small plant. And without further ado, I think it's time for the harvest. So we're gonna start with the harvest down here, and we'll work our way back up. And it's about to rain. It's getting quite windy, clouds on and off. I don't know when it's gonna rain, but hopefully not for another hour. So we have a white cucumber, another one right here. They're quite big, but it's fine. I think that's how I would like them. So next up we have this really good sized zucchini. I'm just gonna get this in there. These are kind of hard to pick. I'm gonna cut this leaf off. I can't get into it. There we go. Now I can reach it. Let's see, can I... I'll just rip it off from here. I don't want it to fall and break. It's pretty good zucchini. Cayenne pepper, if I can reach it. There we go. I accidentally ended the video, but here is the pepper. A little underripe, but it's... I'm gonna get these 2 tomatoes if I can. So we got one. There we go. Wow, this is quite beautiful. It has some marks of animals eating them, or bugs or whatever. But other than that, it's quite good. Put it in here. Also, same problem. It formed like a skin over it though, so it should be okay. There's a hole right there. We'll see if it's okay. Looks quite good though. It should be fine. But if there's worm stuff all the way in there, then I'll just discard it to the chickens. And to be honest, this is probably going to conclude my gardening video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.